No. I forgot what our channel's called. Oh my god. Okay!
And cut. Take 2.
Hey YouTube, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Dusty, and welcome to video number 2
of Excuse Our Excuses.
Do you want to try that again?
No, I think it makes us more human.
Oh, okay.
Also, I'm afraid I'm going to forget our channel name again. Not good.
So this is going to be our... It was supposed to be what's in our fridge, but it kind of became
what's in our house. Like the entire thing, pretty much.
We've got the pantry, our deep freeze, and our fridge. But we did leave out a few things. Like, we didn't talk about our spices or our...
I think 20 minutes of torture is enough for them to watch. True. That would have been like 35 more. I'm not kidding. Not a pretty picture.
So we hope that you enjoy it. It just basically goes through our pantry, see what we have, gives a little... touches on a few things on what we like, what we haven't tried, what we hope to try, and it'll be a good time.
This video comes exactly as described.
This is Zadaran's dirty rice.
You got it in. You got it, dude.
Reduced sodium.
Because sodium's bad, I think.
We have 3 bags of Nor's rice sides, the steak fajita, Asian barbecue, and white cheddar queso. White cheddar queso is definitely our favorite. Back here, you probably can't see, we have some fake mashed potatoes.
Because living in Idaho, you can't get real mashed potatoes. And
some au gratin box Betty Crocker. These 2 things are relatively new to our kitchen. We haven't actually tried them yet. These Thai Kitchen Pad Thai noodle kit. And I think this is the peanut noodle kit.
Because who doesn't like a peanut noodle?
Just trying to find different things that we can try. We've got a couple marinades over here. We have spicy teriyaki and paradise pineapple teriyaki. This is sweet Asian barbecue. This piquillo pepper and quinoa spread that we haven't tried yet either from Trader Joe's. And then back here we have roasted red pepper EVOO dressing and some more Lowry's Baja Chipotle, which is probably about our favorite marinade.
Decidedly our favorite marinade.
Moving on to our second row, we have a bunch of just plain flour tortillas from Costco, the Mission flour tortillas. This is the pancake mix from Costco, the Kodiak
Power Cakes
or something like that. There's a lot of protein in them. We make a bunch and freeze them. You'll see that when we get to our freezer.
Power Cakes used to be my nickname.
What?
No, it wasn't.
We have some instant oatmeal that we don't ever use. This is the Super Grains apple and cinnamon. We have a couple of the protein cranberry almond. This is really good. We just don't do oatmeal a lot. These are our snacks. Cheez-Its Hot and Spicy, Austin peanut butter cheese crackers.
Super healthy, let me tell you.
And then we have about 5 boxes of crackers, of Triscuits. We have 3 boxes of Triscuits, the fire roasted tomato and olive oil, the rye with caraway seeds, roasted garlic, and then we have ranch wheat thins.
Which was a gift.
Yeah, that was a gift. And we have the Good Thin sweet potato. These are really good if you want something kind of sweet and salty, but we haven't really eaten a lot of those. Oh, and then, yeah, some Lax. Wow.
Lay's stacks. Easy for you to say.
Mesquite barbecue potato chips. That's, I think, from, we went on a road trip to Salt Lake City, and that was our road trip snack. Okay, moving on to row 3. I think what I would call this our trying to be healthy pasta. We have a box of, from Costco, this organic chickpea, I'm not even going to say that, pasta.
Ah, come on.
We've had this. It's not too bad. It's okay. Back here we have 2 boxes of this edamame spaghetti. We've had that like once. It's again okay.
Just in-depth reporting.
Yep. Then we have the Ronzani Healthy Harvest Ancient Grains. We haven't tried this yet. We'll give it a shot, see if we like it any better than just regular spaghetti. This is the multi-grain minute medley with brown rice, red rice, wild rice, and quinoa. It's not bad. We've had this a few times. It's pretty good. So moving on, we have Kirkland microwave popcorn, movie theater style. It's really delicious. I don't know if I can give this up. Famous Days cornbread mix. We don't really do a lot with cornbread, but for some reason we decided, oh, why not? We'll use it eventually.
We'll just have to make a lot of chili to go with it.
We have the Nature Valley Crunchy Oat and Honey Big Box from Costco. We normally do these for breakfast or snacks or something. And then we have the French's Crispy Jalapenos, and then those are the onion straw ones. And then we have a bag of Ocean Spray craisins. We use those if we make broccoli slaw, or we make, mainly we use it for is we make our own trail mix. So we just buy the craisins, and then we buy a nut mix, and we make our own trail mix.
And then what you can't see back there is the Yogi Soothing Caramel Bedtime Tea. Tea is something very new to our repertoire, but we've decided that we kind of like it.
Yeah, we have a couple more boxes, but that's definitely been our favorite so far.
This is our fruit bowl, as you can see, well stocked with a box of Emergency and some caramel pumpkins, along with the soda that we're supposed to be cutting out, but let's face it, gonna be a resident of this house for a little while longer.
So welcome to our deep freeze. We've got a lot of stuff in here. The cheese tortellini and the 5 cheese Texas toast, that's for our dinner tonight. We're making that for dinner. We've got some frozen broccoli, the turkey something, kielbasa, how do you say that?
Polska.
Yeah, sounds good. Turkey breakfast patties. I don't know when the last time we ate these was.
Probably last year.
The Chipotle Harvest Sautés by Green Giant. We've had one of these. We've not had this particular brand, this particular one, so maybe we'll eventually eat it. This is some turkey lunch meat. A big bag of frozen chicken breast. This is the Ling's pot stickers. Why are you laughing at me?
You just used the light as a pointer and I thought it was adorable.
This is a bunch of frozen blueberries.
Actually, probably several bunches.
Some crinkle French fries.
Super healthy options.
Yes. I'm thinking this is some kind of roast.
That looks like beef.
Yep. And then you can probably see we have a bunch of spaghetti sauces pre-made. And then all of these is our homemade minestrone that Tyler created last week.
Last weekend using V8 juice.
And so these are probably going to be our lunch this week.
Because vegetables are good, apparently.
And then this is the drawer in our deep freeze. This has a bunch of the rotisserie chicken from Costco. We pick it and put it in bags. And that's what we use when we make the
Dirty rice.
We have a couple of logs of ground beef.
Logs? Logs is really the word that gets you here?
I think this is some pork chops, some more kielbasa. I think that's about all we have in here. We really need some more hamburger.
Yeah, eventually. Welcome to the main event. This is our fridge. What we'll do here is focus on the door first before we take you through whatever might be lurking on those shelves. Okay, starting on the top, we have liquids of indeterminate origin, most of them seasonal. Well, seasoning in their nature. Starts off with soy sauce. This is by Kikkoman, all-purpose, traditionally brewed, or so it says. This is sriracha. This is for Dusty. I can't stand it. She thinks it's super delicious. Worcestershire sauce, misbehaving, and it might be misspelled, I'm not sure. Some grape jelly that I think we've had for about 2 years or so. The hot sauce with cayenne pepper. I would say it was Frank's, but it's not quite. It's Fred's. Some deli sliced mild pepper rings. We're not exactly sure why we have these, but they are in here. Have some great value yellow mustard. Mostly comes in handy when we make sloppy joes. Some Dijon mustard that has seen better days. Falling down in the back and also standing up right here, we have lime juice in the little squeeze bottles because it's so much easier than actually juicing limes. And coconut water. At some point we might mix the two, but we are a little ways off from that. Welcome to salad dressing. I would call it heaven, but I think we both know better. Starts off with a non-conventional salad dressing. This is tomato ketchup. As opposed to broccoli ketchup. I don't know, might actually be a thing. Then we move through a whole bunch of salad dressings proper here. The surprise Carolina Gold barbecue sauce in the midst of ranch number 1. Move yourself. Ranch number 2. Thousand Island, which is my jam. Some masterpiece marinade.
How old is that?
I don't know, but I think that's my jelly. Allow us to clean whilst on camera. Kikkoman stir-fry sauce. Trader Joe's Green Dragon hot sauce. Super delicious.
Good.
Highly recommend it. Hey, I thought we weren't going to talk in unison on this channel because it's annoying.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. Sweet and sour sauce as well.
Have we opened that?
No, but we will eventually. We hadn't opened the stir-fry sauce either. Honey mustard. Yeah, so that is the tour of our salad dressing. Next stop, call it floor and a half. On our left here, we have a whole bunch of water bottles. I think I count 8 back there that we drink down, fill back up, and stick in the fridge. Next to that, hiding out in the back, some Darigold sour cream, Country Crock Original Country Fresh Taste replacement butter spread. Original whip topping, which I know is really going to help us in our quest to become healthier.
But that's left over from Thanksgiving. We had pecan pie. It was delicious. That's for me. I'm the one that eats the yogurt. I normally take it and I crunch up the oats and honey bars from earlier. And I'll have that for breakfast.
And I think that's horrifying. But as long as you like it. And then off to the right, another dietary masterpiece. That is mayonnaise. Straight, real mayonnaise. Mix it with the ketchup. Creates a fry sauce. I'm in love with it.
I could care less.
So there you go. On this second drawer here, we have some pepperoni.
We have a leftover cherry turnover from breakfast.
Dozen large white eggs. And then we have some cream cheese of various sorts.
I think there's whipped, which plain, and then spicy jalapeno. Those are my favorites. I'm the one, again, that I'll do bagel and cream cheese in the morning sometimes.
And even though I do love cheese, and I do love cream, cannot stand them together.
And really quickly, we forgot to comment on the drawers on the bottom. You can't see them now, but in there we have more cheese, block cheddar cheese, and white
string cheese.
And then in the second drawer we had oranges, lemons, and limes.
Ground floor of this baby, and we have all your kitchen essentials. Starts off with the 1% milk. Recently made the switch from 2. I don't like it as well, but nobody really is going to. Behind that, gallon KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. I would reach in there and turn the label around, but my arms aren't that long.
And this is a really tiny kitchen. I'm surprised that you even were able to grab Okay.
Hey, I have some upside. It's very small though. Behind that we have La Victoria, their salsa, also in roughly gallon size. Here we have some Thanksgiving leftover. This is cheesy corn casserole. This is not gonna look good on camera. Yeah, no, that's not. We're gonna go ahead and edit that out. Also have more of that leftover minestrone that we will demonstrate later. We have house-made ragu spaghetti sauce. Again, that's going to be with our dinner. Goes along with the tortellini and the garlic bread that Dusty so handily pointed out to you earlier. Behind that, some V8 Splash that we have some ideas and designs on making into a post-exercise drink.
I think it's pineapple something. I can't remember what kind, and I can't reach to see what it is.
Let's call it pineapple orange, because I see those two pictures on the side of it.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay. More Thanksgiving leftoverness with the Ryan's Honeycrisp apple cider.
It was so good.
Super delicious. Left it in the crock pot all day on warm. Oh girl. Oh girl. And finally, our piece de resistance. This is a lunchbox.
This is full of Thanksgiving leftovers, so this is not what we hope to put in these things, but right now that's what we have in here.
Right, to display the basic idea. Right now we have some tri-tip steak bottom right, cheesy corn casserole bottom left, top right is white cheddar mashed potatoes, and top left your basic Velveeta mac and cheese because, oh, is that good? Which is kind of the problem.
So lunch normally isn't our problem with eating healthier, but this helps us have it be pre-prepared. And so all we have to do is in the morning grab one of these and go out the door.
Last stop on our whirlwind tour, this is the little freezer that came with the refrigerator. And we're gonna have Dusty point out some things.
Oh, I was just gonna pull them out as you did the talking.
Oh, I know what you were gonna do, but I also know what I wanted you to do.
So the door of our freezer doesn't have a lot. All of these are the packs of those pancakes with the...
I was gonna do all the explaining. The other bit was just...
that I was gonna do all the explaining.
I know, that was for fun.
Okay, then I'll shut up and you go. Okay.
Okay, so as you so eloquently said, the bottom row begins on the right with a whole bunch of power cakes, pancakes. You can see little things in there. Those are part of the blueberry bunch that we had in the deep freeze. We did find out that frozen blueberries, when put in a toaster, are super duper moist. I know a lot of you don't like that word, but I didn't really want to use wet. Anyway, it's kind of like eating an ice cube, and it's really weird. So moving to the left, we have half a bag of brown sugar, mostly used in the seasoning of pork roast, because we do barbecue Kansas City style. Once it gets warm outside, we might actually show you a thing or two about that. More road trip snacks. These are Smucker's Uncrustables. We did find some in the chocolate flavored hazelnut spread variety. It's Nutella. We all know this. And also the, it's honey something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's peanut butter honey. You don't
peanut butter honey.
Jelly and stuff. So
I don't like jelly.
This kind. Which is good. I like it, but I like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Well, there you go. I like peanut butter and honey sandwiches. 2 Eggo waffles left of a Costco pack that I think we bought 3 years ago. And also some pre-diced, that's a red bell pepper there. At least it used to be red, now it's just kind of white. So remember how we said we have a pretty small kitchen? That's why we're not going to have helpful hands pointing out things that are in this bit of the freezer. On the left you will notice, at least some of you will know what these are. These are ice cube trays. Before the automatic makers, you had to actually pour water into a molded bit of plastic, let it freeze, and then twist that piece of plastic to get it out, and get the ice cubes into... I just said I wasn't going to do that, so let's cut and let's rewrap. You had to actually twist the plastic. Thank you for making fun of my production notes. Appreciate it. Twist the plastic to pop the ice cubes out. We now have the ice cubes that are popped out accumulate in the red bowl that you see bottom left of your picture.
I really miss having an ice cube maker.
Don't we all? I miss having a dishwasher, but his name was Dad and he was kind of irritating, so we'll get to those stories later. Now, off to the right, you will see some Sara Lee healthy multigrain bread. There is one loaf there, and it looks like we also have another loaf hidden back in there.
I don't think it's the Sara Lee brand. I think it's the other brand we get.
It is the other brand we get.
I don't remember what the other brand we get is.
Neither do I, but we're going to move on anyway.
Okay.
There's also a blue bag right about middle bottom of the screen. Those are Reams noodles. Dusty, why did your mom have us buy those?
Because she made us vegetable soup when she came to visit.
She did. She was awesome for doing that, and I appreciate her for it. Yes, husband points. All right, on top of that blue bag of Reams noodles, we also have a pre-marinated, that's a mesquite tenderloin, I think?
Beef something or other?
Yeah, it's a bit of beef with some mesquite seasoning and gunk in it. It should be delicious when we eat it. We'll probably let you know, unless we forget, then we won't. Above that, we have what we like to describe as our emergency pizza. This is exactly what it sounds like. When we really need some food and we're too lazy to make actual food, we just pop a Red Baron in the oven. It's not the great, but after we eat it, we are less hungry than we were before. So I think it accomplishes the purpose. Also up top, we have some Fran's Great Seed Bagels. I love these things. Being a huge bro, I have a pretty big appetite. And so they're 11 grams of protein per bagel, mixed with the Skippy peanut butter that doesn't do too poorly for itself either. Really keeps me full for the entire morning, which is more than I can say for about anything else that I've tried. And then buried in the back, you might see the little white bag there of a 1 pound frozen mixed vegetables.
Why did we buy those?
We bought those to fortify the minestrone.
But then we went and bought more mixed vegetables.
Because we're not bright.
Okay.
Okay, so I think that is the full tour of our freezer.